Hello, it's Greg and Guide. We're back. We hope you're having a happy day wherever you're listening to this audio content from. As always, we'd like to thank you for your continued support of Greg and Guide on social media and writing efforts. Thank you. It's been a bit, eh? But we had a minute here. Those we love are out of the house doing what they are passionate about. And it made sense after a morning of music composition. You can check out a lot of that on Craig Hoffman 11 on Twitter if that's something you're interested in. To talk a little, Japan and immigration and foreigners have been in the news as nauseum recently. Doesn't mean we have every answer, every solution for ourselves or for you. We're not the gospel according to Greg Resident Gaijin. Every situation is different. Your life is yours to lead, as we often say, and it is to do so most happily if you can. But I see a lot of disgruntled Gaijin X, formerly Twitter. The complaining is easy, the solutions are not. People feel screwed as the permanent resident requirements have gone up in income, time, language, to make it basically unreachable for the average foreigner living here. Doesn't mean impossible. People will still get it, I assume. And now revocation of permanent resident seems easier than ever, although it's always been possible to revoke that, contrary to what you may read. It's nothing new. That status is, as they say in the government, a permission. But it's hard. So now you're left with foreigners who are here on 1-year, 3-year, 5-year visas. I believe I saw someone said they're going to kind of push to be the norm for the 5-year because it's gotten more expensive. And in the old days, my employers paid for that visa renewal, and lately they do not. They put that on the foreigner. And again, wages are pretty stagnant, especially in a field like education, English teaching, ESL. The big buck days are gone for most. It doesn't mean you cannot. Everybody's like, oh my God, I make money. I believe you make money. I believe I do not. So there's that. And you're left to decide suddenly if you've been here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and you're not married, but you banked on someday, hey, I'm going to get PR, permanent resident henceforth, status. And now that's unlikely to ever happen. And you'd say, well, I got a job. And maybe you do. And I have a good job. And maybe you do. At 25, at 35, at 45, at 55, pushing 60. Don't be shocked when you become a pain in the rump for a company who complains about what you do or do not do, and no matter how hard you try, there are not enough hours at work, at home, on your commute to sugarcoat the fact that you're not 25 years old anymore. And so it goes. And what do you do if that good job ends? Please, I encourage you to go look at the job ads, Gaijin Pot, jobs in Japan, Craigslist, Indeed, and see what you could realistically get if your job stopped today. Because they will replace you tomorrow. And so, again, we go back and forth on Gaijin Twitter. I'm valuable. I add a lot to the community. I pay my taxes. I pay my pension. I pay my health insurance. And many foreigners, contrary to popular belief, do just that. Most of them because they work through a company who does it. And yes, there are foreigners who leave here and leave tax obligations unpaid, health insurance obligations unpaid. I still don't quite understand that because I've had to go to the hospital quite a bit in the past few months. Every time dentist, doctor, hospital, they want the money, boys and girls. But I have read and interacted with other foreigners who said it's not uncommon for them to walk out and pay later. That ain't my area, dude. And then the narrative of the working foreigner turns from productive member of Japanese society on the periphery into leech. Let's call it what it is. Leeching from the system, the health insurance, the pension system later, and the social welfare system. Despite how many years you have paid in. If I take a little back, people somehow, in some circles, completely ignore the fact that I paid in 21 years without fail. It's a really, what are you doing for me in the here and now? Nobody cares what you did. Nobody cares what you will do. Because they assume now you'll be gone. And under the new system, most foreigners here, it's not going to be a forever place. And you say, well, Gray Grizzled and Gaijin, I have a great job. And again, you probably do. I made a career. I have a house. I have savings. I have a wife. I have a kid. Because that's what they want you to do here. That was the plan under former prime ministers. The fast path to permanent resident. The rug has now been pulled out from underneath you. And there's no sugarcoating that. And I'm left to question, is Japan my forever place? If you'd asked me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, before Corona, I would have said, well, of course. If you'd asked me in coronavirus times, I would have said, absolutely, despite the obstacles. Because Japan needs me. And fast forward to 2026, Japan doesn't need me. And worse now, Japan doesn't want me or you long term. So I sit late at night and I look at my life in the ceiling and I dream about what could be, what might be, what will be, and I can tell you I have no idea if I will be here this time next August 2027 in Japan. And that's a reality that I have not shared with anyone on the face of the earth. Things really have to turn around. Health-wise, job-wise, mentally, too. It's not about the day to day to day. I keep some eye on the tomorrows. But it's taking such energy these days to get through today. I have nothing left for tomorrow. And I don't think I'm alone in that. I was working a ton, commuting hours. None of that is special at all. Like many people. But I thought it had some purpose and some reason. As I continued to build a life for myself and those folks I'm responsible for here in Japan. And I don't want to go on forever. People don't listen as they shouldn't. You have lives and things to do. 10 minutes is more than enough. But I'll close with, I don't sit up late at night worrying about existing in Japan or being in Japan. My fear now is that I am so resistant to the challenges of leaving Japan that I will stay here too long and it will be too late. So I encourage you in this time of turmoil and trouble, if you're a foreigner or just somebody thinking about coming here, have an exit plan and have a reasons that you can realistically continue to call Japan home. That's it. And as always, have a great, great day.